Oh, what? Oh, hey, everybody. This is Somni Respiratory Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. Call me irresponsible. Call me unreliable. All that jazz, I guess. But in this episode, we will continue what we started last episode, which was after getting the spider ball, we are in Magmoor Caverns again, in a different part of the caverns, and laughing about this machine's weird collision detection, or lack thereof. Anyway, but there's another door to this room, which is right over here. And if you look at the world map of Magmoor Caverns, this is pretty much the end of the place. So, really the only parts of Magmoor Caverns that we have yet to go to are the areas between here and here, which is where we needed the spider ball to get from where we had been previously. So, just to see what we can see, let's go this way through the caverns. Puddle Spore. Basically, don't get hit by the lava. It spits out or makes kind of sprays out towards you. Shoot it to flip it over, and then you can jump on it. These are the same things as earlier. I really didn't need to go out of my way to scan those things way back then, because they're all over the place. I guess I was just a little paranoid because I know the other variety is gone by now. This room is much bigger than it is for now. Oh. Actually, both in several senses of the word. Also, can I stop getting hurt? Yes. Not only is this room more important than it will be now, we will make it bigger than it is now physically later on. But that's for another time. Here's another thing to shoot. And you can drop it on a poor unsuspecting Magmoor. That is kind of hilarious. I didn't remember that was a thing in this game. Wow. This game. Oh, man. Yeah. Yes, anyway. Twin fires. We've already connected, actually. So, anyway. Basically what this room is going to end up being is crossing these lakes of lava by shooting stalactites. And also waiting for these clouds of gas to disperse. Because until they do, we're not really going to be able to go to the platforms that these things are guarding. Also, those things can be kind of annoying because they are rather tough to kill for such relatively early enemies as they were seen as before. I am struggling to create a coherent sentence. That should not be a good thing. I always get this room confused with the one earlier in the caverns, right at the beginning, where it's... Okay, let's drop the rock on this guy too. That is ridiculous that you can do that. But yeah, there was another room earlier on the lava lake. That's a very similar structure. And I always get these two rooms confused. Because there's really not much different about them. Well, there is, but yes. In this room, there's really nothing to do in here, but just roll across the ceiling. I didn't mention it last episode, but I actually really love the spider ball as an ability, because you can go places with it. Where do I want to go next, though? Because the spider ball, it opens up places. I think I want to go back to the Chozo ruins, back the way we entered this place. But I'm thinking, I know there's something we can do right at the beginning of Phendrana, but I don't think, okay. I don't think there's really enough reason to yet. Because it's one thing that we can do, sure, but it's kind of out of the way. If I really wanted to specifically do it, I probably should have. We've been in Phendrana enough lately. Let's head back to the ruins, shall we? Okay. Probably would have been faster and less damaging to just jump across from the start. I don't know. I think my mind's still kind of broken from that last episode. Also, notably, this room no longer has those auto defense turrets. It instead just has some flat-out flying pirates, which are honestly even more dangerous. Because they can hit you from anywhere, and will not stop chasing you. Plus, even if you do fight them, you're going to take a lot of damage, and they suicide bomb you. Anyway. There's nothing more to be done up in the top of this room yet. Let's just keep going. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. I was just doing that, wasn't I? Well, you're welcome, Felix. Anyway. But yeah, here's this room. And, okay, sir. There's something more I can do in this part. In this room. The other half of this room, specifically. But I don't want to do it yet, because we haven't been told to do it yet. Those who know the game know what I'm probably referring to. Those who do not, well, you will see later. I don't know. But, yeah, my life has been kind of good lately. My parents and I have actually been watching a lot of Breaking Bad lately. Because I didn't watch that show at all for a long time. And now we're on the last season of it. Well, technically the first half of the last season. It's weird. Yeah. But I have to say, that show does love its double meaning titles. Okay. I don't know why. I've just felt like saying that, but I didn't really have any specific way to segue into it, or reason to say it. That's kind of a problem I have with my commentary in general, I think. I feel like I kind of want to say things, but I don't really know any way of making them entertaining or anything. I don't know. But now we have all this stuff, we can do more things here. First off, you're going to want to destroy these war wasp hives. Wow. Two birds with one missile, I guess, if you want to phrase it that way. Once you destroyed all the hives and all the war wasps, it is another runic symbol scanning puzzle. So, do this and scan that. And like I said, these things are cordite. So let's do that. There's a runic symbol here. And not surprisingly, another one here. And that opens that gate. And guess what? Now that we have the spider ball, we can get up through here. Now these enemies exist basically in this one area entirely to make your life difficult. They only even really matter on the first and last part of that, and they're kind of easy to dodge anyway. That was something we just saw, wasn't it? But yeah, you might have noticed that we're making our way back up to the Sun Chamber here, which was where we fought Flagra. And the Sun Chamber was also mentioned in our artifact search in the Sun Chamber in the ruins, there being an artifact there. So why don't we look around for that now? We can actually get back here. Well, this is a thing. These are the Chozo ghosts. You know. I should really stop ripping off Tim's jokes. Basically, these are the Chozo that have slipped out of sanity, basically. And they're basically invulnerable to natural energies, phase in and out of existence. You can only track them accurately with X-ray scanning. That'll become important later. And they're invulnerable to natural energy types like fire, ice, and electricity. So the only weapons you have that will harm them are your power beam and your missiles. Yes, this makes them rather annoying. Aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon. Appear to be drawn to religious sites, where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. Yes. You can only hit them when you can see them. Which, for now, is not all the time. So basically, you have to just watch out the whole area and hope that by the time you actually can get to shoot them when you see them, that they're still where they were before. The most annoying part about this is pretty much all of their attacks will stun you to the point where you can't actually shoot. Not surprisingly, I am not the only person who ever played this game who has probably considered these fights their least favorite parts of the game. They get easier later on once you get more equipment. Hint, 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 hint. But for now, they are difficult. That's what happens whenever you actually beat one. It will kind of phase out of existence. But that was one of 3. the worst part is they're often up here. You won't know where they are until they've hit you with something. Or worse, you'll find out where they are, then they'll hit you with something. And from getting hit with something, I'm in the water. That's a thing. Also, this music is weird. Yeah, see, basically they hit you, you know where they are because of where they hit you from, but you can't fire at them until they've pretty much gone away. And I landed in the water again. I do not like these things. I do not like them, Sam. I am. Samus Sire. I do not like them, Samus Aran. God. That was terrible. Slap me through your computer. Do it. I don't care how you physically would go about doing that. Just find a way and do it. I've run out of things to say already. As a Let's Player, that is kind of a bad thing to admit. And I've run out of things to say. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe I should just stop being so self-deprecating about things, because, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I just beat the fight. Well, that's also, that unblocks that door, so now you can use this as a way to get through. But it's a little weird of a way to get through, so it's only useful if you're specifically trying to get to certain parts of the ruins, but... And this is another element. What game do I think I'm playing? It's an artifact. Artifact of Wild, the 4th of 12. So yes, we actually skipped one. Oops. Well, we can't actually get that one anyway, so. But yes, we'll be getting a few more artifacts fairly soon anyway. But, yeah. With that, we're done with that. Now, the thing, though, is that is scriptedly the first time you fight the Chozo ghosts. After you fight them there, they appear several places throughout the ruins. And they usually don't lock the doors, but the fact that they even appear gets annoying. This room is one that they appear in often. They aren't appearing now, but they will. Maybe it's just past a certain point in the game. I don't know. But, you know, there is one more thing we can get over this way now, but there's still one more thing that we would have. I'm very undecided over when I want to actually get things. So you know what? I'll do it because I have a few more minutes, I think. I haven't been keeping track of exactly how long I have done this recording for, because the timer is just still going from recording the last episode. But, yeah. So back over here, towards this place we were before, there is one more thing we can do now that we have the spider ball. And the only problem is that getting here is rather tedious. We already got that thing, but now that we have the spider ball, we can go up this track. To another missile expansion that's just kind of sitting here. So, meh. And that's really all there was to that. So, I think I will head back to the save station here. And at this point, I'm going to point out something. Technically, I have been moving towards where we need to go. I will probably backtrack in the next episode. Because, oh, well. The thing is, especially now we've gotten back on our artifact quest, there's a few more things I want to address in around places. So, in the next episode, we're going to do that. In the meantime, this has been Somnium Respiratory Flux. Respond, vibrate, feedback, and resonate in the comments below. I really... Nah. See you next time.